Many English learners use the word have only to describe things they own. But for native speakers, this verb is a primary tool for describing almost every aspect of their lives. Over the next 6 minutes, we are going to construct a daily life profile. We will build it in 5 parts, using the different functions of this single verb. To participate, you'll need to write these down as we go. Open a digital note on your device or grab a physical pen and paper right now. Learning these different uses of have allows you to connect individual facts into a cohesive description of your day, rather than relying on a series of disconnected basic sentences. The first layer of our profile requires shifting have away from possession and applying it to your daily habits and meals. Instead of saying, "I eat breakfast" or "I drink coffee," native speakers apply the verb to the activity itself. You write, "I have breakfast," or "I usually have coffee." There is a regional difference to keep in mind here. In British English, you have a shower. In American English, people often take a shower. Both are correct, and you can choose the one you prefer. Look at this digital notepad to see how we start. Write down 2 sentences outlining your own morning and fitness habits. For example, "I have coffee at 7," or "I have a run every morning." Attaching this verb to your routine moves your description past simple subject-verb-object structures toward a more natural phrasing. For step 2, we're moving the profile away from casual habits to the specific duties you are required to perform at work or at home. We add the word to right after the verb. This have to construction describes an obligation, something necessary or required. It applies to professional tasks, like "I have to finish a report," and domestic chores, like "I have to do laundry." Bringing our notepad back, add your 2 mandatory daily tasks. Write down what you are required to do today. By adding that single word to, you change the function of the verb from an action you choose to a responsibility you must meet. In step 3, we are using have to describe the static parts of your life, your living environment, and your family structure. We use the verb to list physical characteristics. You can say your apartment has a nice view, or your house has 3 bedrooms. It works the same way for human connections. Instead of saying, "My family members are 4, you say, "I have 1 brother and 2 sisters. Watch the 3rd layer update on our notepad. Add a sentence describing one feature of your home and another detailing your family members or pets. Using have for both physical characteristics and human relationships helps organize the different parts of your personal background. Step 4 adds events and experiences that happen outside of your typical daily routine. To describe a negative event or a mishap from the past, we use had. For example, "I had a problem with my luggage," or "I had a terrible experience at the airport." You can contrast that past event with a future plan in the present tense, such as, "I have a meeting with friends this weekend." Let's stack these onto our notepad. Add 1 positive future plan and 1 negative past event to your profile. Shifting the tense of this one verb allows you to contrast what has already happened with what you are planning to do next. The final step is to polish what we've written. We want to replace some of these basic verbs with noun-based expressions. Instead of just saying, "I need to speak with my boss," you can say, "I need to have a word with my boss." For casual interactions, you can replace the word talked with had a chat. And instead of saying, "Let me check that," a native speaker might say, "Let me have a look." Review your notepad. Find one basic verb you've used and replace it with a noun-based have expression, just like you see on the screen here. Incorporating these noun-based expressions brings your vocabulary closer to the patterns used in daily conversation. This is our finalized daily life profile. When you look at the highlighted text, you can see how much information we've conveyed using just this one verb. By following these 5 steps, you've taken isolated facts about your life and organized them into a description that flows like a natural conversation. Now we'd like to see your work. In the comments, answer these 2 questions. What is one thing you have to do every day, and what is one thing you love to have? We read these comments to see which concepts are most useful to you, which helps us decide what to cover in our future lessons. Consistent application is what makes these grammar patterns feel automatic. Keep practicing what you've written today, and we'll see you in the next lesson.